1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
I'm Johannes Beringer,
13,
and I direct the Digital
14,
Performance Lab, which is
15,
a part of the MA Contemporary
16,
Performance Making at Brunel University.
17,
The Digital
18,
Lab is an intensive
19,
studio,
20,
giving students opportunities to examine relations between performance and new media, composition in sound, image making, interface design, architectures of responsive environments, network performance, and various dimensions of augmented theatre.
My name is Anne-Laure Misme. I'm a student here at Brunel University. I study a master in contemporary performance making, and I decided to come here especially for the new module, digital performance technology, because my interest lies on movement, video work, installation.
Hello, I'm Jennifer McCall, and I'm an MPhil research student at Brunel. And I decided to take this module, Digital Performance Technologies, because I'm really interested in the idea of dance and technology, and the idea of using technological and digital tools for exploring on the stage with performance and dance. I think it's been really helpful for my research as we push our projects a little bit further and create a little video installation which worked really well.
What were you able to do during the laboratory time?
Well, we explore with different ideas about camera, for example. It was one of the important tools. I will learn how to use it in different situations. Just the camera inside the stage as a tool, as a sensor, trying to work with different softwares as well, editing, and trying to put your own ideas and having more tools to develop your ideas.
And I think as well what we try to explore is a new way of projection, so projection surfaces. Instead of trying to use a 2D surface, which is mainly a wall, we're trying to push a little bit the boundaries by exploring maybe a 3D performance. So what I think we try to do during this 3 hours lab is exploring the surfaces of projection. So instead of using a wall, we're trying to use paper cylinders. We're trying to use a folder screen, so like a more like a 3D surfaces to try to explore how the image could reflect onto it and could be read as well, maybe differently.
Well, for me, it was really important to create a kind of lab that really worked for us as working together and developing our ideas with the help of the teachers and the assistants. It was really good to share our ideas with people who came every few weeks, just to help us with different point of views about our work, which was really helpful.
I think we started this lab with a first installation, which was called Untitled, and we work with another student called Lucy Taylor, and that was the first step for us to try to work in the medium of installation. And because we were really interested into this medium and not just presenting a film, but just create a mise en scène for it, we wanted to try to push a little bit further and try to understand maybe issues about sound, about projection, about image, about text as well, because we recorded our own text, and that was quite a challenge for us to try to display and make our text understood by the audience.
Students come here because they like the space of experimentation. We work in phases, and the students create what we call digital objects, with which they can then test new forms of writing, composition, scenography, linking live image to pre-recorded image, choreography with network technology. Yeah. real performance, physical performance, and avatar body, and the creation of interaction design, as well as forms of animation, motion capture, and new possibilities to link installation and performance in screen-based media. How did it help you in your research and in preparing your final performance?
I found it's very useful, and it's very creative, and along our lab, which is 4 hours, we can have opportunity there to explore from both practical and theory. In addition, technical software learning, keep your hands on the keyboard. For example, we could in this file we could run from like a director, performer, a writer, and observer even. So I found this is very useful in every way. And technical-wise, I learned like Isadora software, which because my background is a dancer, so I found a very match with my personal needs, where I could dance on the stage or perform on the stage. At the same time, I can manipulate with my projected image on the screen. I found it very playful and creative, and a lot of fun.
We're attracting an increasing number of students from very diverse backgrounds who join our postgraduate community here in the Center for Contemporary and Digital Performance. And we're very excited to build a thriving community of researchers involved in breaking new ground, also in the convergence between performing arts and the sciences, and the implementations of various new technologies that we explore in concept, theory, practical application, and especially in their manifestation as a live experience for audiences to engage, in the same way in which theater used to rely on its form of presence.
When you have different tools working at the same time, like sound, images, videos, still images, people, live performance, and you need to put everything together as well, and trying to get the best from the image.
And I think what we understood, because what we try to do is take this project, what we wanted to do is take this project into like an art center. So we really wanted to push ourselves to try to find the best way of representing Overlook, which is the title of our piece. And that was kind of challenging because the room we were working in art is a big room. And I think to do an installation and work with technology, you have to understand as well the room you are in and trying to sense it and find a certain harmony with it. And I think we finally kind of like found it as we were working toward our last prototype, which was presented in Ellsworth at the Art Center.
For me, this digital module just give me the proper space and time for developing my own ideas. which was really good, and I feel like it's really helpful for people just to have the time and the help to do what you want to do.
So these are compositional questions and also artistic questions that on the one hand have to do with the display or with the disposition of the work, and at the same time were there also technical processes that you went through in terms of new softwares that you applied or new analog techniques that you learned?
Well, I will say that, and I would like to add like the conceptual ideas as well. You know, when you start like having some problems and you need to think and rethink what you are doing and what are your concepts and what they mean on stage. For me, that was the best part, actually. Oh, I'm enjoying this and just want to be here for a while, looking, which, yeah.
2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 6, 4, 7, 5, 8, 6, 7, 9, 8, 10, 9, 10, 11, 11, 12, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17,